Hi, welcome back to Leslie Crafts, and this is the finished background paper I did in my previous video. And if you see, I cut the little birdie stamp up, so the bird and the music is now separate, and I filled in all my space with them, and I've coloured it all in and everything else. So I'm ready for the next stage of turning this into something else. So we're going to be turning it into this style of card. So I've got a couple to show you. So this one, excuse me, this one here is using Let It Snow from Kay Hatfield, and I've used Nuvo drops as raised in the colours of the snow in the background, and that is how it looks. So this card here was inspired by Mixed Up Crafts, so yeah, and it sits quite nicely on there, and then you can write your message on the back. And then this is another one I did, and this is using the 3B stamp set from Stampin' Up and the 3B papers also from Stampin' Up, and it's called Driving By. So, and I've just used some pearl beads for the car heads, whoops, and again do that. And I thought this might be nice for somebody who's just passed the test or into cars, and he says, "You've got style, thanks, just driving by just to say hi." And then again, oops, I've just used the back so you can write a message, and I've just used the little offcut of paper just to highlight the top and the bottom. So on that one. So we are going to do another one today, and I've got I think it's Daffodil Delight and the Marvellous papers from Stampin' Up, and I've got some ribbon. It's like a lacy ribbon for this one, and then obviously the background papers, and also when I grab it, a piece of card, white card, for the sentiment at the back. There we go. So first of all, we'll move this. So, oops, put it on that. So first of all, you'll need a piece of card which is 8 1/4 by 11. So 8 1/4 by 11. There we go. So you just cut off that little bit there. And then you need another piece of card which is 8 1/4, no sorry, 2 3/4 by 11. I'm pressing too hard on my kitten. There we go. I'm just going to put them in my little scrap tray so I can use them to make embellishments. And then you need to get your scoring board, trimmer, whichever way you score. And then I've got my scorer, and I'm going to score on the 11-inch side. You need to score at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. Excuse me. And on the 8 1/4 inch side, you need to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. There we go. And then on the 11 by 2 3/4 piece, you need to score on the 11 inch side 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 9 5/8. There we go. So that's all your scoring done. And then we need to burnish all of these. So sorry, I've done that wrong way. I'll show you which way you. So that's, because that's going to be sticking out that way, you see. So you want to score it like it's that way. There we go. And then on this piece here, you just want to score all your score lines. And then you want to cut out the middle two bits. So holding your two pieces of card as tight as you can, just cut out a little bit right of the score line and then a little bit left of the score line. Excuse me. And then depending on which way feels better for you, just snip out that piece of card. There we go. So you're going to have a piece of card that looks like that. And then you want a concertina it, so it ends up looking like that. There we go. And then we need to stick these here down. So you can use your glue. I'm just using my double-sided tape. And you just want to do the first panel, nothing else. And then you want to line this up to the edge of your middle panel. And then push it down. And the same again on this one. So when you fold it all together, it should just all fold in. I always have trouble with this bit. I don't know why. There we go, that's it. So these come in and this one goes out. So when you close it, it closes automatically. There we go. So the next thing is you can put your double-sided tape just in the middle, ready to get your ribbon on. But before we add the ribbon on, we can make all the little panels for here. So I'm going to, with my design series paper, I'm going to make 10 2.5 inch panels for each of these bigger ones, and then we'll come back to these little smaller ones. So with your paper, I've got 2 sheets together, so you want these at 2.5 inch squared. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and we need 10, or I do 10. So okay. And then we can start sticking these down onto here. What I do is I just rotate them, so it just gives it a little bit more detail. So and again, you can use the glue on this and everything else. So I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and even think about subscribing if you haven't already subscribed. And I hope you've been following everybody else's when they're doing theirs. So everybody does it differently, which is what I like. If we did everything the same, life would be so boring. So I'm running out of sticky tape. So we've got all those stuck. So we've got 5 of each, and now we just need to pop them on. Now I find this is the best way of doing it. It's more efficient because you're not stopping and starting. So you're doing them all in one aspect, if you like. So this is a card I'm also showing on my group. I meant to do it on the 1st of February, but I really wasn't feeling too good, so, and I had to phone in sick of work. I'm starting to get back to normal, but yeah, work didn't like it, but really. So the last one. There we go. Until it gets used to it, you just have to train it. Oh, I've got to train mine on which way it's going to go. Excuse me. So that's how it's looking. So, and in fact, you don't have to bend, no. Yeah, just ignore me. So as it goes together, there we go. And then, you know, the more times you do that, the more it knows which way to go. So we just need to do these little panels. So we need 10, or we need 8 of a backing paper, which is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So we need 8 of these. So that's all we're doing with this. So 2 1/4, 2 1/4. So I'm just going to do 2 of them to begin with. So 2, 4, 6. So we just need one more piece. And if I've got any left over, I might come back and do another what did I make with the backing paper. So that is that bit there. And then what I do is I tend to put them on just to see how it looks. There we go. And I've just, it's funny how you notice things, isn't it? I miss colouring. Oh no, that's from this black and white cow. I don't know. So we can just start sticking these down. So I just need to go and get some more tape, but it's on. I know where it is, so it won't be. I won't be two seconds. I'll just stick these 2 down. There we go. I'll just go and get some tape. There we go. I'm just going to try and if I can get the rest of this off. But Robis is a plastic Robis one, so normally I can get the very last of the tape off. There we go. If I really wanted to, I could do something with that, but I'm going to be sensible and chuck it in the bin. There we go. Excuse me, I've still got my runny nose, so I'm having the cold. And then I'm just going to try and find the end of the sticky tape. There we go. And just stick these 4 down. So you can decorate these up as you wish. I will show you what I've used for the inside of the others. I think the driving by one is flat like this one. I think I've used, like, I might do a bit of, depending on how long this video is, I might do this in 2 parts. So excuse me, I showed my team how to make background papers, and they all enjoyed that on my Stampin' Stars page. So it was a nice little fun activity. There we go. That's how it's looking so far. So, and again, you know, the more you do it, the more it's going to train to do that. So we'll do this front bit here. So you want this at 2.5, I've got it here. Yeah, 2.5 by 8. So 2.5 by 8. So you're literally cutting it off 1/4 of an inch at the bottom. So I will go on the front of the panel. Yeah, I might do the basic card today, and then I might come back and do some embellishments with what I've got left, and then add them onto the card. So this will be in 2 parts. So it's like a challenge that always keeps on giving. So there's your front of your card, and then you want to do the same on your back with your plain piece of white. So 2.5. by 8. There we go. And then I'm going to use, oh no, they're too small. That's the right size, but I'm just going to grab these bits here, put them to one side. I'm going to see if any, there you go. So with these little bits that we've cut off, I think they are the right size. Yeah. So when you do even bring your 6x6 pad, you will end up with 4. Well, you'll end up with more than 4, but you'll end up with bits of your paper which is exactly the same size as you need, which is 2 1/4. Well, it's 2.5 by 1, and they fit in quite nicely on here. So we can stick these two down. Excuse me. And then, oops, I want to, oh no, that is right. I just didn't want those two together. There we go. And then these, we can add these double-sided tape on here, and then we can add the ribbon. You want this about 14 inches. Sounds a lot, but you need to wrap it around a couple of times. So, oops, do that. And then you just want to stick your ribbon down on here. And then you want to put your paper on top. So basically you're sandwiching in your ribbon. There we go. And the same on this side. And give a bit of ribbon. Put that on there. Oops. So there you go. So I always do it that way round, and then that way, and then do it up like so. So you have your card like that. And then with these bits here, you can either leave this blank or you can add these on the top. So you get 5 of these, but you need 6. So again, I'm just going to do that, and just for speed I'm just going to grab one of my other bits, and then I'm just going to cut it off, and I'm going to have these two the same way. And I'm going to put one at the top, and then one at the bottom. There we go. And then when you open it up, you have this lovely ribbon or whatever, and then you've got that card there. Now this would be really good for birthday card, or you know, any card really. The sentiment is, hello Bear, miss you, life is better with you, sending hugs. So that is about one there. But I'm going to cut my two squares, which is going to be 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. But I'm not going to attach them down yet, because I want to find a birthday sentiment. Because I want to do hello Bear, happy birthday, and I just need to go through my stamp sets just to make sure that I've got a happy birthday one. But that's my 2 squares all ready to go. So they will go in there, just like so. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to go and do some embellishments. So I'm not too sure what it's going to be like, but I might do some tags like I did on here. But this is a bit of a plainer paper. I've used mirror card on that. So yeah. Or I might just leave it blank like I did in this one here, and then have some more detail up the front. But like I say, I'll come back and do that. So yeah, so this is going to be in 2 parts. Like this is the second part, so the other part will be part 3. But no, I hope you're liking it so far. Give me a thumbs up if you do, and I'll be back fairly soon with part 3. Okay, bye now.